So moments ago, Terrell Gano returned a fumble from Monroe after Tyrone Burke coughed it up. Fighting for extra yardage.
You're going to have to wait, I'm sorry. What's that?
So 14-0 here after the interception return. 12:38 to go in the first half. Kick is away. Taken at the 11-yard line by Jeff Lott out of Syracuse. And there goes Lott over the 40 to the 47-yard line, diving ahead. And TJ Sheard again coming out with prime field position here in the first half. And again, offsides on Monroe. And hopefully Syracuse will decline this time, and they will.
Ronnie D.
So the 5-yard penalty tacked on to the end of the run. And TJ Sheard will now set up inside Monroe County territory. Ball on the 47-yard line of the Sting. Sheard shotgun formation. Handoff up the middle for Gordon. Gordon busting through and doing everything he can to get 8 yards on the play. Be second and 2.5. We'll round up to 3. Ball on the 41. Second down. Second and short here after the 8-yard gain from Gordon, his longest run of the evening.
Big field getting pushed around.
Back to pass, throwing left. High throw caught by Tyler Gage coming across the middle, and Gage has a first down taken all the way to the 23-yard line. The former Orangeman, Tyler Gage. A nice play. First down, Syracuse, and that's how you move the football. Quick set offense. And again, Sheard back to pass, has good protection. This time over the middle, caught. Tyrone Burke still fighting for extra yardage. He's driving, still driving. He's got 4 players on him now. And a plethora of Syracuse Shock teammates shove him down finally at the 12, looks like the 12-yard line. Tyrone Burke getting the yak yards after the catch.
Some pressure on the quarterback here.
So 1st and 10 inside the red zone. TJ Sheard's first chance inside the red zone. 10:20 to go. Timeout on the field. Fans, Champions Martial Arts is a proud supporter of the Syracuse Shock. Champions believes in building champions in life, one lesson at a time. Take the first step to becoming a champion today. Call 491-8822 or go to thechampionsma.com. Call 491-8822 or go to thechampionsma.com. So it's crucial for Syracuse here to get the run going on offense because they're already setting the pace here with the pass attack after getting the ball in Monroe territory. You want to get the dual threat going so that the play action opens up on offense before the half. You can get some nice momentum back going into the locker room. Hopefully not down 2 touchdowns. So after the timeout, it looks like Syracuse will stick with the shotgun formation. Dwayne Gordon in motion. Sheared back to pass. End rush. Coming around, evades the sack. Still running. Gets rid of the football and looks like intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone. Sheared, it looks like, got his head taken off after the pass. I'm not sure what's going on. Was Sheared ruled down before the pass happened?
Oh, my God.
If that's the case...
Inadvertent whistle? Are you serious?
All the jerseys look the same.
Yeah. I said I pointed at the beginning of the game. Y'all don't have black jerseys?
What's that?
Y'all don't have black
So, not sure what's going on. And
So we got the ball at 20.
so the referee, I believe, got confused on the interception. And it's going to be a touchback in the end zone?
He didn't have the
Maybe?
ball, so. Exactly. Can I have a booth review?
So apparently we're making up rules as we go here. And I don't blame the referee for getting confused after, I mean, you have white on silver. White and silver here, and they might as well be the same. Wasn't in the end zone, and I believe you folks on LiveSportsVideo.com saw it, that he was not in the end zone. But anyway, it is a turnover, and Monroe will set up at the 20, handoff given up the middle, nothing happening as Syracuse attacks the football. A nice job on defense getting to the runner early for a loss on the play. Second and 12.
Yo, they one-on-one with the outside receivers. Ronnie D. Ronnie D. He one-on-one with him. He need to go to him. He one-on-one. There's no over-the-top help.
So Bernard Williams back to pass here. Looking right, throwing right, has a man downfield open.
That was a great throw. Good throw. Good throw.
And tough to see for me that far across the field. Looks like I need a new prescription. And caught by Derek Davis. And Davis, first down on the play, was pushed out at the 45-yard line with 8:52 left to go here in the first half.
They're one-on-one. That should be all open.
So Barnwell, Jeremy Barnwell, setting up near side, and he's been forced into a one-on-one matchup here with Derek Davis.
One-on-one.
So back to pass, screen in the flat for Dennis. Dennis tripped up in the backfield. Tackle made on the play, Charmaine Smith. Big linebacker out of Fowler making a nice play in the backfield for a loss, and Syracuse doing everything they can on defense to get the ball back into the offensive hands so that they can put a dent into this 14-0 lead Monroe has.
to try one deep. Now they one-on-one.
Looks like Syracuse will come back out here. 3 down linemen. Playing the pass. As Williams sets up in the shotgun. Back to pass is Williams. Running right. Still running right. Down the field. Has a man open. Off his hands. Incomplete. Intended receiver on the play. Number 10, Jeremiah Cremity. Coach always says if it hits your hands, you should have caught it. And Cremity probably knows he would like to have that one back. So 3rd down and a significant yard increase for Monroe. 18 to be exact. Ball on their own 37. Dual threat quarterback Bernard Williams back to pass. Now motors right, evading the rush again. Now turning it upfield, hits the corner, staying inbounds, and he is drilled.
There you go.
Absolutely drilled on the far sideline, and that will always draw a 15-yard penalty. Clearly out of bounds. Bernard Williams absolutely getting demolished out of bounds. 15 yards, automatic first down. And if you're Syracuse, you didn't want to do that. Williams brings that dual threat speed and pass attack combo that Syracuse really hasn't seen since early in the year against Lockport. And Lockport, not to diminish them, but they weren't talented enough offensively for that to be effective. And there's the official call, 15-yard personal foul penalty after the assault out of bounds on Bernard Williams. Handoff given to Dennis, and Dennis looking right, still moving right. Flag is thrown in the backfield, and Dennis will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Holding is the call on the offense. 10-yard penalty. 10-yard penalty, so it'll be 1st and 20 for the Sting. And these fans, as you can hear in the background, are very excited to be here. As am I, and as you should be too. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us here on LiveSportsVideo.com. You're currently viewing EFL action, an Empire Football League game between the Monroe County Sting and the Syracuse Shock. Monroe coming out in the white away jerseys, Syracuse coming out in the silver home jerseys, I guess. So the penalty is declined. I'm baffled as to why, but I'm sure there's a good reasoning behind it. 2nd down and 10. Now for Williams, back to pass, stepping up. Now rolling to his left, throwing over the middle. Nice catch made by number 2, Eddie Jackson, and Jackson brought down at the 23-yard line. 1st down for Monroe. Williams, from my perspective, should have ran on that play, but nonetheless, a 1st down, and that's something you don't question in football, 1st downs. Some holes in the secondary, and Bernard Williams found him. And I can tell you, if you're Syracuse, You don't want to go down 21-0 here heading into halftime. And you can just look at the sideline. You can just see the demeanor between both sides. I mean, Syracuse all huddled around each other, kind of just going around, happy to be here. And then you see Monroe, who has the momentum right now. They're very animated after their offense has a big gain. So 6:36 left to go in the first half. And as I told you earlier, Monroe coming out in the whites. They have the gold helmets on with the green part of the jersey. And Syracuse actually coming out in the silver unis, baby blue numbers, and black pants. I was told before the game that Monroe was asked to wear their green jerseys, but obviously declined. And Syracuse, they do have black jerseys. So Bernard Williams neglecting to hike the ball after Smith jumped the line, gives the handoff to Dennis, and Dennis wrapped up in the backfield by Charmaine Smith. So Jamel Dennis getting a loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 13 for Bernard Williams. So shotgun formation for Monroe. Bad snap, no problem for Williams. Pass play over the middle and caught. Pass is caught, but with a price to pay. So the pass was dropped on the play. It looked like number 6 for Monroe, Derek Davis, reaped the benefits after taking the hit. But the pass was dropped. Big hit. Thrown on the wide out by number 1, DePaul Crowell. And if that doesn't psych up the defense, I don't know what will. So 3rd down and 13 here for Williams. And Williams screen pass to the outside. Just out of the hands of his wide receiver, Derek Davis. And Monroe County, you hear fans in the background saying, go for it. In between, I mean, the ball's on the, looks like the 30-yard line. So 27, 17 yards behind the line. So, yeah, about a 45-yard field goal here for number 80, Greg Glasser. And wide left, wide right. Excuse me, and Syracuse takes over after the missed kick.
Me too, man. Me too. Because Patrick ain't doing it from this year.
A couple of Bills fans know that feeling.
I need 56 million reasons why.
Fans, Coin Textile Services is a proud supporter of the Syracuse Shock. Coin Textile is one of the largest privately owned uniform rental establishments in the U.S. Coin rents, leases, sells, and launders textile products, including career apparel, protective garments, and more. Go to cointextileservices.com. Handoff taken, Flash Gordon up the middle, and that's what he can do. Flash Gordon, a 73-yard touchdown run for Syracuse, and that's exactly what this team needed. Flash Gordon takes the handoff, 73-yard touchdown run for Syracuse. Touchdown, shock.
Actually, the middle, right through the middle, man. Who was over there?
So a beautiful play, Dwayne Gordon showing his speed and ability. One touch, and that's all it takes for Dwayne Gordon. 4:56 left to go here in the first half. And Grulich will line up for what I call the caveman kick. No shoe, does it old school. Barefoot. I can't imagine he'd be kicking barefoot if this was dirt, but I might be wrong. Morton Anderson style helmet, bare feet. Just give this guy a football and he'll kick it wherever. So after the 73-yard touchdown run by Flash Gordon, Syracuse right back into this thing. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half, and yes, Dwayne Gordon went 73 yards unmolested into the end zone. So Grulich doing everything barefoot here, even the kickoffs. Initially touched and picked up at the 1 by Monroe. Doing a little too much. Loses his footing, number 19, Jamar Page. And he takes his seat at the 17-yard line. 4:43 left to go here in the first half. Monroe leading 14-7. So 4:43 left to go here in the first half as the critters of Fulton start to rear their heads here. Mosquitoes, moths, spiders, insects, snakes, I don't know what else, but starting to rear their heads, and as it cools down here, lights are on in Fulton. Short handoff on first down. Taken by Dennis. He's wrapped up just over the line of scrimmage. So second down. Second down and 10. Bernard Williams will hit the reset button. You guys remember those old video game consoles? The Super Nintendo where you had to blow into the cartridge? Hit the Nintendo, regular Nintendo? I'm getting told regular Nintendo where you blew into the cartridge, hit the reset button about 18 times to get it to work. Atari. Of course, I wasn't alive for Atari. I wasn't alive for regular Nintendo either. I'll let you guys decipher what my age is. So 1st and 20. And Bernard Williams running right, still running right, staying on his feet, and he is tripped up. The last man who could get him got him. And Williams, he's tripped up at the 15-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, about 12. About 12 after that run from the quarterback. Single coverage, near side. That's Barnwell. Williams back to pass, looking near side, throwing near side, has a man, double coverage. Barnwell leaped for it, incomplete. Nice play by the safety, Chris Davis, coming over and making the play on the ball as well to help Barnwell out. So the pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was Eddie Jackson. Good job by Barnwell staying in position. It's been a quick first half here, only about an hour since the kickoff. 3:28 left to go here in the first half. And ball is snapped, and we have a penalty on the play. False start on the offense. That'll bring him back 5 yards. So Monroe, 1 step forward, 2 steps back this drive on offense. Head coach Larkin can't be happy about that. Williams gets the snap on the run. Now he goes running backwards, evading about 8 guys, and eventually he's taken down at the 5-yard line after almost running back into his own end zone. Williams got all the way to the 10, ran backwards 10 yards, evaded 4 Syracuse shock defenders, and he got halfway back to where he initially was. Ball will be placed on the 5. So obviously Monroe will punt here in their own end zone. Kick is up and away. And it will not be touched. It will be touched by DePaul Crowell. Crowell picking it up and just gets laid into. Probably just could have downed it, but Crowell liking the physical contact of football, so decided to pick it up, and TJ Sheard will set up his offense on the Sting 45-yard line. 20 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. And if Syracuse can get a touchdown here going into halftime, that's huge for the momentum, and a game of momentum football is. So we'll see what Sheard has up his sleeve. A screen pass going to Burke. on first down, and Tyrone Burke close to a first down on the catch. We have it, got the signal, and we're moving. That'll do it. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll stop play for a little bit. 2-minute warning.
Never mind. I said, never mind.
You made me bump the clock up. It had 19.99 seconds. Now we're gonna give us a heads up.
Fans, Champions Martial Arts is a proud supporter of the Syracuse Shock. Champions believes in building champions in life one lesson at a time. Take the first step to becoming a champion today. Call 491-8822 or go to thechampionsma.com. So shades of 2003 here with the music. I think I was in grade school when this song initially came out. Set your watches for that one, folks. I always love telling people how young I am, because then I get awkwardly stared at for about 10 minutes. Like, you got to be kidding me. Who is this guy? TJ Sheard back to pass over the middle. Deep ball, and again throwing into traffic. Intercepted inside the 10. Return on the play by Terrence Wallace. Terrence Wallace is down at the 20. And again, TJ Sheard throwing into traffic. That's his third interception, I believe, on the night. So not really what you wanted on the first play. Under 2 minutes here. But it looks like the Syracuse defense will have to step up, as it's been doing here, after those first couple of possessions, finding their ground against the Monroe County Sting. And they've been doing a nice job of containing number 34, Jamel Dennis, and quarterback Bernard Williams. Handoff, this time given to number 5, Jacoby Riley. Riley takes the handoff for a minimal gain on the play. Second down and 10 with 90 ticks left to go here in the first half. The sun has gone down here in Fulton, and you can definitely tell that fall is coming. Williams giving the handoff again to Riley. He'll take it past the 25 all the way down to the 27-yard line. And these last two carries have been taken by Jacoby Riley. Jamel Dennis, the first threat to this Monroe County team. So with under a minute here, Monroe has the ball on their own 26-yard line. Timeout on the field. And if you're quarterback TJ Sheard, you definitely want to forget this first half. A couple of interceptions, just having a tough time really doing much on offense, having a tough time dissecting the secondary and evading the rush at the same time. But that's why they play two halves here in football. Flag before the play. Common theme here tonight.
Not a flag. It was only on the line. Can't be delayed game.
Getting a signal. So 53 seconds, I believe the official is signaling for. Or 58. Well, I didn't know 1 second made that much of a difference, but hey, we play by the rules here in the EFL. So 3rd down and 9 for Williams, and Williams dropping back to pass, looking right, has a man in the flat. And short throw to Dennis, and he can't handle it. 4th down, and Monroe will be forced to punt. And fans, I just like to give a quick mention here to the man behind the camera, Westbrook Shortell, a man who can do it all. He's been panning the camera, giving you the viewing capabilities, and he's been providing the mediocre music that he has on his laptop. Kick is up and away. It'll take a hop and roll all the way down to the 47.5 yard line. No. Roll all the way down to the 43 of Syracuse. And with 40 seconds, TJ Sheard is going to do everything he can to get his team into the end zone and tie this one up before halftime. Motivation music in the background. Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. If that doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what will. Shotgun formation for the Shock. 2 wide receivers each side. Looks like Monroe is bringing the house on this one. Disguise the coverage, drop back into position. Handoff up the middle is taken by Flash Gordon for a minimal gain. Gets all the way to the 45-yard line, and Syracuse will take a timeout here with 30 seconds to go in the first half. TJ Sheard on the year. On the year passing, 54 completions and 118 attempts for 698 yards, 45% completion rate. He has an average of about 6 yards of completion, 9 touchdowns, and a long of 46 yards this year in the EFL. That's about how long Sheard has to go here. Tyrone Burke, screen pass, getting past the 50 all the way to the 46-yard line, and he is shoved out of bounds. With 26 seconds remaining, he'll get a first down for Syracuse and a stoppage of the clock. So a good heads-up play by Burke, stepping out of bounds. Burke, the former Eastern Michigan Eagle. First down. First down, and Tyler Gage making the grab. And he'll be taken down at it looks like the 26-yard, 36-yard line, on that play. And as we're seeing backup quarterback Dwayne Milton out of Ithaca come in here to close out the first half. Dwayne Milton giving this offense a different look, more of a pocket presence rather than Sheard, who likes to move around in the pocket and will occasionally go for a run. Dwayne Milton, more of a fan of jogging, if I do say so myself. Don't worry, Dwayne, totally not a fat joke. And I mean that with all seriousness. Milton on the year only has one completion in 3 attempts for 22 yards, so looks like Dwayne a shot here to lead his team to the promised land. The big rectangular space with no hash marks in it. They call that the end zone. 17 seconds to go here. I bet Dwayne Milton has a lot of Cortica stories. Dwayne, and fans, this is a public service announcement. Dwayne Milton, if I do see you sometime in the near future, please, you have to tell me your best Cortica story ever. Ever. And it better be awesome. Otherwise, I'm going to be very disappointed with you. So 2nd and 3 here. 3rd and 3, actually. And again, a whistle before the snap here. Referees trying to milk these 17 seconds for all they're worth. So 2nd down, after the referees had their meeting, deciphered that it was 2nd down and not 3rd down. Milton back to pass, throwing right side, has a man down the field. Pass is caught by number 89, Brian Seimer. And 3 seconds, 2 seconds, fumble on the play. Fumble on the play, and Monroe has a convoy down the field. Lateral play is still going. Not sure. What a wild way to end the first half, huh? Dwayne Milton trying to go for the spike, ends up botching it. Was picked up by the defensive lineman, and he brought it back all the way down to the 35 to end it. Nice job by Tyrone Burke chasing him down. And that'll close out the first half. Monroe and Syracuse heading into the locker room 14-7. Your score. We'll be back with the second half in about 15 minutes. If you're joining us here on livesportsvideo.com, go get your slice of pizza, your hamburger, hot dog, whatever your dinner of choice is, in your dining room, living room, bathroom, wherever you're watching us. We thank you for joining us here on livesportsvideo.com. 14-7, your halftime score here in Fulton. And fans, welcome back here to LiveSportsVideo.com for second half action between the Syracuse Shock and Monroe County Sting. Monroe went into the locker room up a touchdown. We have a score here of 14-7. Syracuse received the ball in the first half. That means, well, they kick off here in the second. Zach Rulick set to use his right foot, and we're underway here. Line drive kick bounces at the 20 right into the arms of Monroe. Taking the kickoff for the Sting is number 19, Jamar Page, and Page is chased out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So after a nice start to the first half for Bernard Williams, kind of ended towards the back half of the first half. Syracuse finally got the defense flowing a little bit, and they were doing a nice job on defense, holding Monroe and keeping them contained within the pocket, keeping Williams contained within the pocket, and not allowing Dennis even to get past the line of scrimmage. So a nice job by the Syracuse defense to close out the first half and to keep this game to within a touchdown. Now that's not easy to do. So, of course, a flag on a play. Can't have a play without a flag. So, Monroe will start on the other side of the 50. 10-yard penalty will be assessed, and they'll now start on the 45-yard line of Syracuse. Syracuse coming out in a 4-3 defense to start the second half. Handoff given to Dennis up the middle, and again, same result as the first half. Nothing happening on that run. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And Bernard Williams will do it all again. And reports circulating at halftime. Motion in the backfield. Brandon Bethel moving right to left. Handoff given to Jamel Dennis. Dennis taking it hard up the middle. Gets it all the way to the 38-yard line. Fighting for extra yardage. Big number 34, Jamel Dennis. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Well, 3rd down and about 6. After that run by Jamel Dennis. See Charmaine Smith standing right next to the football on his own side, trying to get the snap count. And an official timeout. Official timeout. We have no idea what's going on. And now here we go. A moment delay here. And Bernard Williams set to come back in the shotgun formation. Back to pass as Williams evades the rush up the middle. Still avoiding tacklers. And flings up a pitch. I'm not sure what that was. Just flung a pitch. And I'm not even sure Bernard Williams is even the quarterback anymore. It looked like Howard Doby flung that football. And yeah, we have a 2-quarterback threat here in the second half for Monroe. Bernard Williams, and then the alternate, Howard Doby. And it looks like Doby will stay on. So it looks like Dobie will stay on here along with number 11, Bernard Williams. So, folks, if you're viewing here on livesportsvideo.com, do not turn away from your computer screen, because we could be getting some fireworks here. And again, Dobie will be taking the snap here on 4th down and 7. Dobie back to pass. Evades the rush. Stepping up. Runs into a lineman, and he's taken down at the 45-yard line. Nice coverage sack there by Syracuse, and it's a turnover on downs. In good field position. Syracuse has a chance here to start out the second half on the right foot. And indeed it is. Dwayne Milton will be starting the second half for Syracuse. TJ Sheard has exited the sideline. I'm not sure where he went, but I do not see him on the sideline after halftime. Timeout, Syracuse. With the play clock winding down, Kenny Anderson's going to head out to the huddle to give direct orders to his squad. And while Coach Anderson does that, FTS Office Supply, located at 308 Oneida Street in Fulton, is your local source for all your office and school supplies. FTS is celebrating 65 years serving the Central New York communities. FTS, we do more for less. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Shock 45-yard line. Toss play given to Gordon. Gordon trying to get by the initial tackler. He cannot. Defense got into the backfield quickly. He'll be wrapped up by number 25, Larry Walters. So Dwayne Gordon, outside of that 73-yard touchdown run he had in the first half, really not doing much on offense. Monroe has done a nice job of keeping him in check here in the early going of the second half. So Syracuse has a totally different offense now coming in with the pocket presence that is Dwayne Milton. Milton coming out of the shotgun formation. He's got Burke and Gage on both sides of him as wide receivers. Back to pass, looking right, tosses a deep ball. He's got a man just out of his reach. Incomplete. Intended receiver was Tyrone Burke on the play. So Milton shaking off the cobwebs here. Coming into this game, he's only got one completion in 3 attempts. That's good in baseball. He's batting .300 right now. So 11:13 to go here in the third quarter. Monroe County leading Syracuse 14-7. And this has serious indications in the standings of the EFL. Milton back to pass, stepping up, looking, still looking. Has nice time. Pass over the middle. Incomplete. Dwayne Gordon could not haul it in. No fumble on the play as Gordon never had possession. So it'll be fourth down now. And Syracuse will be forced to punt. Zach Grulich. Zach Grulich has opted for some shoes to punt with. Soccer cleats. I believe those are nice pair of Umbros. And Umbros are nice. Anyone ever worn Umbros? They're pretty comfy. They're pretty comfy if you play soccer with them. I'm not sure how they do punting-wise, but obviously Grulich's not complaining, so they must work out pretty well. Big number 94, kick is up and away, and a penalty is on the play. Takes a bounce at the 25-yard line. And the ball is on the field after the muff and a poor decision on the punt. Derek Davis trying to make something happen. And I believe it's Syracuse football after Davis tried to sneak behind everybody as the ball was rolling forward. And an illegal substitution on Syracuse. Will nullify that fumble recovery.
Oh, my God. Why did you even try to pick it up?
So they'll line up, kick it again, and Monroe has to pray that Derek Davis won't make that poor mistake again. And it looks like Davis has been taken off the return team here. Back to receive for Monroe, number 27, Thomas Levens. Or excuse me, number 37, Anthony Short, and a whistle before the play again here. Goes by the old saying, third time's a charm. So the quick game that was moving has now come to a complete stop here with 10:50 to go in the third quarter. Syracuse just putting the truck in reverse after the false start on fourth down. So Grulich trying this one for a third time here. High snap, kick is up, and it's away. Nice kick by Grulich. Be taken at the 26-yard line by number 2, Eddie Jackson, and Jackson has room to run. There he goes, all the way down to the 50-yard line. Down on the far sideline. And Nate Larkin sure is happy about that one after the muffed return by Derek Davis. So 10:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Feels more like December up here in Fulton as the sun has gone down. Pitch black darkness all around the stadium lights. Toss play, left side. Jamel Dennis finding room and getting just shy of the line of scrimmage, wrapped up for a loss of about 6 inches on the play. 2nd and 10 for Dobie. And some movement in the neutral zone. Be false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 15. As it looks like to start the second half, both teams struggling to put the car in drive here. Just give it a little gas and hopefully those wheels will move forward, but looks like Monroe is still currently filling up at the gas station. Handoff up the middle, and again stopped at the line of scrimmage is Jamel Dennis. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. Or 3rd down and 14, excuse me, after the 5-yard penalty. Boyd back to pass. Stepping up, knocked down at the line. Big play by number 24, Chris Hart. Nice job by Hart getting his hands up, knocking that one down into the backfield. Be 4th down and 15 here for Monroe. Fourth down and 15. Low snap kick is away barely into the arms of DePaul Crowell. Crowell makes a man miss, makes another man miss, going up the middle, now turning right, gets a block, and there he goes at the 50 over midfield to the 45-yard line where he's finally knocked out. A nice return on the play for DePaul Crowell. Jeremy Barnwell makes a key block down at the 40 to really spring Crowell free. That's worth a helmet sticker in my book. So a nice play, and Dwayne Milton will have a chance to tie this one up here. 8 minutes to go in the third. I formation set for Syracuse. Dwayne Gordon in the backfield. Chaplin the fullback. Fullback give up the middle. Nothing happening on that play. They'll redo it. It might as well have been. Might as well have been a knee after the no gain on the play. Or an intentional grounding penalty, whichever floats your boat. Just a loss of down here. Dwayne Gordon gets a handoff up the middle into the secondary. Flash Gordon makes the man miss, and hopefully he can turn on the afterburners. Dwayne Gordon pushed out at the 5-yard line for Syracuse, and that's the kind of breakaway speed Dwayne Gordon has if he can get past the line of scrimmage. Flash Gordon. Nice run down to the 4-yard line, and Syracuse can score here with one nice play on offense. Everyone's okay up here in the press box after that frightening rumble. Goal line formation for Syracuse. Handoff, given to Gordon, and he'll finish the job. 5 yards, untouched, into the end zone, Dwayne Gordon. And we're tied up, counting on the point after. A lot of angry gentlemen down there on the Syracuse Shock sideline getting some life after that Dwayne Gordon touchdown. And the kick after is no good. Flag on the play, maybe. There is, and we'll line up and do it all again here. Point after, up and good for Grulich. Barefoot and all, and we're tied up here at 14, 6:23 to go in the third. Set to kick off. Grulich kick is away. Deep kickoff back inside the 15. Taken by number 2, Eddie Jackson. Jackson finding room to roam down on the far sideline. Past the 50. Gets by the kicker. And he's pushed out at the 28-yard line of Syracuse. So another big kickoff return here in this one, which is where Doby will have a chance to untie the tie and hopefully give his team a 21-14 lead with 6:07 left to go in the third. Loose ball after the handoff. And Monroe coming up with it. Second and 13. After the 3-yard loss. Oh, 3-yard gain, excuse me. Handoff again up the middle. Pretty close to a first down. It is first down and also down on the field. Now up. It's number 22, Jaquan Williams, will now usher himself over to the sideline. First and 10, Monroe threatening inside the red zone. You can hear the chants of defense. Handoff given to Jacoby Riley, and Riley taken down before he can hit the edge. Tackle made on the play by Chris Hart, 6'3", 240-pound defensive lineman. 4 minutes left here in the third quarter. Handoff given to Dennis up the middle. Jamel Dennis trying to take on the entire Syracuse defensive line, and he's going to lose that battle. Stop short of the line of scrimmage. And third down and long. I really want to know who deciphers what long is in football. What is long? Is long 3rd and 15? Is long 3rd and 30? Or is long 3rd and 11? Well, in this case, long is 3rd and 11. Ball on the 19-yard line of Syracuse. Doby, empty backfield. He's going to throw the football looking left, deep into the back of the end zone. Nice hit by the safety, jarring the ball loose. And it looks like Crowell might be hurt himself on that play, jarring the ball loose. Intended receiver. On the play, it looked to be Derek Davis, and you hope Crowell's okay after getting what looks to be the wind knocked out of him here after that hit. Fans, if you call Gannon Pest Control today, you can get a bee preventative treatment and get half off an exterior ant service as well when you get that bee preventative treatment. Call Gannon Pest Control today at 315-454-8672 or go to GannonPestControl.com. So fourth down, and Monroe will set up for a field goal. Low kick. And it is short, hits the crossbar. And a late flag on the play. It looked like the referee decided to throw that after he saw the kick didn't go in. So he's going to give Monroe a free first down. It looked like the ball was tipped, and when the ball is tipped, the kicker is fair game after contact has been made with the football. And talk about a delayed penalty. I mean, the kick basically had hit the crossbar, and the flag was thrown. How ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. The league commissioner is here tonight, and if I was him, I'd look into that play. Holy smokes. So first down and goal here, and Dennis will take the handoff up the middle to the 5. The Zebras taking the wind right out of the Syracuse defense with that penalty. Bad snap, handoff up the middle. And Dennis stopped short again. So Syracuse again has a third down, forcing a third down for Monroe. Shotgun formation at the 5-yard line. Boyd avoiding the rush, sidearming it up the middle. Ball was tipped and knocked down as Boyd is knocked down. And it'll be fourth down again for Monroe. And another field goal opportunity. And you hear fans saying, get out of the way of that kicker. Just get away from him. Don't touch him. Act like he's wearing a red shirt like in practice. If you see number 80 in white, move away quickly. Snap, kick is up, and this one, no sir. Off the left upright. And Bills fans should know that one. Botched field goals. I always love a good Buffalo Bills reference. 14 years, haven't made the playoffs. You know, no big deal. So after that missed field goal, this game's still tied at 14 with under a minute to go here in the third. Syracuse, great job on defense. Absolutely fantastic. Now let's see if Dwayne Milton can parallel that and put a touchdown up on the scoreboard for the Shock. Handoff given to Dwayne Gordon, and Gordon wrapped up again behind the line. No gain on the play. Time will tick down, and this looks to be the final play. Final play of the third quarter. Look down onto the sideline. You see a very animated former Syracuse Orangeman, Jeff Lott. Milton, toss play to Gordon. Gordon, student body right. Getting through the hole, finds it past the first down marker and all the way to the 35-yard line. Dwayne Gordon slipping through what was a closing crack in the defense and gets a first down out of it. Fourth quarter here in Fulton. Get your popcorn ready. 14-14. We'll switch sides here and start the fourth quarter. Syracuse now going left to right on your computer screen. Monroe right to left. Dwayne Gordon, initial hit, spins off of him. And he'll get all the way to the 39-yard line. Second down and 5. The sheer roars of charge from the crowd here. Just absolutely deafening sounds of charge. I formation for Dwayne Milton. Fullback handoff given to Chaplin. Chaplin up the middle and fighting his way for a first down. Looks to be over the yard marker. Depending on the spot, we'll probably have to measure. But nonetheless, a nice run for Chaplin up the middle. $13:40 to go here in this one. Dwayne Milton has replaced TJ Sheard as quarterback in the second half. Handoff given to Dwayne Gordon. Gordon again cannot go anywhere. And this Monroe County Sting is just stifling on defense, especially in the run game. Tyler Gage will head to the sideline, taking this one off. So second down and a sneeze here for the Syracuse Shock. Ball on the 44. They need to get it to the 44.9 yard line. Back to pass, Milton, top shelf for Tyrone Burke. No, sir. Incomplete. I like what they did there. They went over the top in the short yardage situation. Double covered was Burke to the outside. But a nice play nonetheless. Third down. And this is where Milton can keep the football and just basically fall over big number 74, Jamie Hankey. Milton coming out in the shotgun formation this time. 4 wide receivers. Back to pass. Milton over the middle. He's got Saffold and just out over the reach and intercepted. This could be a big return. Right side cutting back. Tyrone Burke wrapping him up, and Burke again making the touchdown saving tackle off of an interception thrown by Syracuse. That delivery by Milton just a hair high over the reach of Saffold and into the hands of Monroe. And that's what just missing your spots can do for you on offense. Just a hair high for Saffold, and what could have been a 25-yard gain ends up being a big return for Monroe here. And Monroe really I know they would like to get into the end zone on this drive. So it'll be Boyd again in the shotgun formation. And Boyd evades the sack, running up the middle, and he's taken down just after the line of scrimmage by Number 72 for Syracuse, Chris Andrews. And Andrews barely clipped Boyd enough to get him down. That could have been dreadful for the Syracuse defense. Just absolutely demoralizing. Boyd did a nice job of escaping the sack and kept his feet moving. So Boyd taking the snap, trying to move around initially before looking downfield, and he is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage for a loss on the play. Chris Andrews again got into the backfield and made the tackle on Boyd. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. For Howard Boyd and company. Back to pass. Back to passes. That's Bernard Williams again. Bernard throwing over the middle. And guess who it is to break up the pass? You guessed it. DePaul Crowell again making the nice stop on defense. That's his 3rd key knockdown in this one. Field goal here. Kick is up and no good. Glazer missing left and short. So Syracuse will now have possession on the 36-yard line. .10:24 here to go in the 4th. Dwayne Milton looking to diminish his interception he had last time Syracuse had the football. This time giving the ball to Dwayne Gordon, and Gordon just pulling people along all the way down to the 45-yard line. Pretty close to a Syracuse shock first down. Yellow hanky on the field. That means somebody did something wrong. We'll get the call from the referee momentarily. Face mask on the defense. So tack on 15 yards to the end of the run. And they'll go. Syracuse now in Monroe County territory. Free yards for Syracuse. Who doesn't like free? Dwayne Milton back behind center. Saffold, the tight end, in motion. Handoff, given to Gordon right side, and he's got some room. Pushing his way all the way to the 35-yard line was Flash Gordon. And Flash Gordon doing a nice job of getting every yard he can tonight. He broke off a couple of nice runs. But for the most part, Dwayne Gordon just been fighting for every yard he can get past that line of scrimmage. Under 10 to go here. Was that Lionel Richie wrote that song? Brick House? Lionel Richie. He was on the Today Show earlier this week. I saw him. Still looking good, Lionel Richie. Dwayne Gordon again getting the handoff up the middle. 5 yards. And that'll be a Syracuse shock first down. As things are getting a bit chippy here with 9:03 remaining in the fourth. And the culprit has walked away from the entire scuffle. 74, Jamie Hankey, is a bit perturbed down there on the offensive line. Not happy with what's going on, so he'll express his feelings. Always known to do so. Big Smoothie, as you guys might know him on 95X. Dwayne Milton again, I formation. Can expect Saffold to go into some motion here, otherwise. Yep, there it is. And we have a clear and cut false start on the offense. That was number 73, Chico Halle. Chico Hale on the movement. So 8:08 to go, still no scoring here in the second half. Fumble on the play. Dwayne Milton and James Chaplin could not get the handoff going. And the fumble recovered by number 90 of Monroe, Oscar Patterson. So that football lost in translation between Dwayne Milton and Chaplin, and it'll cause for a turnover. Not sure who will see at quarterback for the Monroe County Sting. Howard Boyd or Bernard Williams. Robert Griffin III. Who knows? Looks like Williams will step back behind center in the shotgun. Under 8 to go now. And halfback give up the middle. Stop for no gain on the play. This defensive line for Syracuse doing a nice job not allowing the big play on offense in the run game. Both teams actually doing a nice job not allowing for big gains other than the Dwayne Gordon 73-yard touchdown run. So everybody back into coverage for Syracuse. Pass play right. Ball from Williams is short of the intended receiver. And we will have 3rd and 10 from the 36-yard line. Fans, the River Vista Banquet Facility is a proud supporter of the Syracuse Shock. The River Vista facility located on the Oswego River. They're a full-service banquet facility welcoming weddings, rehearsal dinners, holiday and retirement parties, corporate meetings, family and class reunions, and more. For your reservation today, call 592-2855. Williams moving right, still moving over the line, and he'll get pretty close to a first down, knocked out just short of the marker. He'll get all the way to the 44-yard line where he was knocked out, and it'll be 4th down and 1. Handoff given up the middle to Dennis again, and nothing happening on that play. Turnover on downs. You would think turnover on downs. So not a turnover on downs. It was a personal foul on the play. Face mask. 15 yards, automatic, 1st down. And again, just a demoralizing penalty for Syracuse. This team is very talented, and this really is something that's plagued them in the home games I've seen, is that when the big play is made, the flag always usually comes in, and it's unfortunate. So it'll be 1st down. Be 1st down now from the 41-yard line. Handoff given up the middle again to Jamel Dennis, and Dennis gets to the linebackers this time. And he is shoved backwards for a 2-yard gain on the play. Somebody might want to get a pair of scissors for Jamel Dennis. Looks like his uniform's coming undone somehow. Second down and 8 on the 39 of Syracuse. We saw Howard Boyd for a couple of possessions here in the second half. At quarterback, Bernard Williams is back behind center. Receiver in motion, Jacoby Riley, and flag before the play. Again, see what the call is. False start on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. It's now 2nd and 13. So usually football's a game of inches, but it seems to be a game of today of 5 yards forward, 5 yards back, 15 yards forward, 15 yards back. Trips left. Derek Davis in motion, running left to right. Bernard Williams back to pass. Throwing over the middle, intercepted. Nice play by the linebacker. 57, Ralph Kinsey. Staying on his feet, look at the big man go. Gets a block down the field, hurdling. Get this man the oxygen mask. He makes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Huge play on defense for Syracuse. Great play on defense A well-deserved sit-down for Ralph Kinsey. Nice play. Wow. Dwayne Gordon, halfback give up the middle, fighting his way to the end zone, stopped at the half-yard mark, if there is one. It'll be 2nd down and 1. 2nd down and looks like inside the 1. 1st down and 1. For a touchdown. Halfback up the middle, and Dwayne Gordon finishing the job again, and Syracuse has the first lead of the night. Dwayne Gordon, touchdown, Syracuse. So I'm going to credit that touchdown. I'm going to credit the touchdown to Ralph Kinsey because of that huge interception on defense. T-shirt time here in Fulton. If you're 4 rows deep, good for you. You're in the target zone. Hey, that Carly Ray. That Carly Ray, you can't escape her, can you? You can't escape her. Summer anthem, Carly Rae Jepsen. Call Me Maybe. So it looks like Grulich Grulich will be kicking barefoot. Let's hope he doesn't get frostbite. You guys see that movie, Mr. Deeds, where he just comes in, foot's black, just disgusting, just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Hit it, it doesn't hurt. That's when you know you have frostbite. Kick is away, and it's a good one, even here in the cold, taken at the 15-yard line. All the way up to the 35. Eddie Jackson on the return. 3:51 to go. 3:51 to go. And we are no short of penalties here in this game. That's for sure. Another parking violation, it looks like. Yep, personal foul. Personal foul on Monroe. So with the momentum shifting, Monroe putting themselves in a hole here with 3:51 to go. Now, they do have timeouts. They have timeouts, and they still do have the 2-minute warning. This game very quickly could be tied up. Here's the chance of defense here as fans are on their feet. Bernard Williams. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers set. Williams trying to move, turning the corner, and he is forced out. Forced out at the 17-yard line. And it looks like Williams didn't even give that play a chance, but he couldn't because the Syracuse defense was already in the backfield once the ball was hiked. Fans, if you're just joining us, thank you for tuning in to LiveSportsVideo.com for EFL action between the Syracuse Shock and the Monroe County Sting. Syracuse currently leads 21-14 after a 1-yard touchdown run by Dwayne Flash Gordon. We're 3:45 remaining here in the fourth quarter. So if you're tuning in now, get ready for some fireworks. Screen pass to the right side for number 6, Derek Davis. And Davis was stopped short of the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Bees. Back to pass. Bernard Williams deep down the field. Oh! Eddie Jackson, the intended receiver on the play, almost picked off by the ball hawk tonight, DePaul Crowell. Crowell sacrificing the body all sorts of ways tonight. Whether it be big hits, knockdowns, almost had himself an interception with that play. Timeout has been taken by Monroe with 3:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. .303 remaining. No, not the band. That's 3 minutes and 3 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Williams running right, escapes the pocket, throwing over the middle. Man falls down, tipped up in the air, intercepted. Pitch play, given back here. Is that Barnwell? No, that is Barnwell. And Jeremy Barnwell getting the pitch in what looks to be the fork into this one. Ball was tipped up in the air and a nice catch and return. Interception was made by number 15, C.J. Moore. So a couple of nice turnovers for Syracuse has put them in the driver's seat here with 2:45 remaining. Syracuse up 7, 21-14. The clock is your friend in this situation for Syracuse. Handoff given up the middle for Dwayne Gordon. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No problem. Just tick, 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 tick. 30 seconds away from the 2-minute warning on what will hopefully be the final offensive drive for Syracuse in this game. Two-minute warning here in Fulton. Syracuse, again, leading 21-14. Fans, FTS Office Supply, located at 308 Oneida Street in Fulton, is your local source for all your office and school supplies. They're celebrating 65 years serving the Central New York area. FTS, we do more for less. If you can hear that song in the background, all you Sandlot fans, where's Wendy Peppercorn when you need her? Offset eye, handoff given to Flash Gordon. Gordon trying to find some running room, gets inside the red zone to the 18-yard line, whereas he's wrapped up on the tackle for Monroe. Number 60, Isam Jenkins. Man down after the play. And this is not good for Syracuse as Dwayne Gordon is laying in pain on the field. Gordon's such a hard running style. Leaves his body open to punishment 95% of the time. So an injury timeout here, 1:52 to go in the fourth. Syracuse currently leading Monroe 21-14. And it looks like Flash has made it to his feet. And he'll be helped off the field. Syracuse will probably want to take full precautionary measures with their star running back heading to the bench. So now Syracuse will have to play the rest of this fourth quarter with the backup quarterback and backup running back in. Gordon now sitting down on the sideline, being attended to by the trainer. I'm really another delay here. Another delay here as the Monroe County coach has made his way out to the 20-yard line. Referees extending this one here. Believe that's head coach Nate Larkin on the field for Monroe. in what is now an extensive delay. The meeting's over finally. And we can get back to football here on 3rd down and 5. A long delay in what seems to be longer than the TV timeouts they have in the NFL. Just been informed that wide receiver Tyler Gage will be taken to the emergency room. Tyrone Burke, the handoff. And he's wrapped up. It'll be 4th down, and Barefoot will make his way out onto the field. The mule, as they call him. Yeah, so Tyler Gage taken to the emergency room. They believe he's injured the midsection, some type of rib or spleen injury is what I'm told. So he is not being taken in an ambulance. He will be driven. So if that counts for anything, that hopefully is a good thing. So Tyler, get well soon. Hope it's nothing serious. We need you back on the football field. So under a minute here. Timeout on the field. Again. And what I believe we've had one play in the last 7 minutes of real time, not football time. So here we go. Field goal try for the Mule. Grulich, after being released from Watertown, has signed on with Syracuse. And what Syracuse actually needed was a kicker. They hadn't had one for the first couple of games of the season. Kick is up. Of course it's good. Of course it's good. Insurance by Grulich. 24-14, 48.6 to go here in the 4th. So with 48 seconds left here, this game has been, well, barring any unforeseen event, has been put out of reach. The lead is 10. The Mule kick is away. And as it gets colder, Grulich continues to impress off the kickoffs. Return by number 2, Eddie Jackson. And Jackson gets all the way down to the 45-yard line. Under 40 to play now. Fans, Champions Martial Arts is a proud supporter of the Shock. Champions believes in building champions in life one lesson at a time. Take the first step to becoming a champion today. Call 491-8822 or go to thechampionsma.com. So Williams, 5 wide receivers, many options here on first down. Back to pass, deep over the middle, incomplete, intended receiver on the play was number 10, Jeremiah Cremity, as the ball goes flying over the middle. Is that Freddie Mercury in the background I hear? A premature "We Are the Champions" with 35 seconds left. If you don't blame me for the jinx that Westbrook Shortell just put on. Our esteemed music man. Premature jinx. You heard it here on livesportsvideo.com. Bernard Williams, deep pass, picked off at the 15-yard line. And that'll do it. That will do it. Just putting the cap on what has been a career night. Career night, I would say, for DePaul Crowell. Bunch of knockdowns, big hits, interception. The guy just flocked to the football all night. And I got to give him player of the game. You have to do it. You have to do it. It's going to happen. I'm giving player of the game to DePaul Crowell. Insert sponsor here. Player of the game. Yes, there it is. Get a bee preventative treatment. Get half off an exterior and service as well. Why not? One more plug. Who cares? They pay. Half off an exterior and service for Gannon Pest Control. If you call today and get a bee preventative treatment, 454-8672 or GannonPestControl.com. Knee is taken, and the fans can celebrate here. Syracuse, a little bit of a remedy from earlier in the season, falling to Monroe. And that'll do it. 24-14, your final. Syracuse winners. They stay atop the EFL. Join us in a couple weeks when we come back. Syracuse playing, I believe, Plattsburgh next week. And we'll be back here, actually, 3 weeks, because Labor Day, oh, geez. I got to look ahead. I got to plan ahead. I got to do a bunch of things. Syracuse winners 24-14. Thank you for viewing on livesportsvideo.com and listening to me banter for 3 hours. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. I was your commentator, Jim Morgan. Join us in 3 weeks, I guess. Right back here in Fulton. Syracuse winners 24-14, staying atop the EFL over Monroe. Good night, everybody.